Hello hackers, and welcome back to the dungeon. Today we're going to take a look at a spell that's often underestimated, the alarm spell. So let's take a look. Before we delve into the creative applications, let's quickly review the spell. Alarm is a first level spell with the ritual tag. Casting time is 1 minute, range 30 feet, and it lasts for 8 hours. The spell description reads, you set an alarm against unwanted intrusion. Choose a door, a window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast the spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. You can also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible. A mental alarm alerts you with a ping in your mind if you are within 1 mile of the warded area. This ping awakens you if you're sleeping. An audible alarm produces the sound of a handbell for 10 seconds within 60 feet. One of the best parts about this spell is that it has the ritual spell tag, meaning you can spend some extra time casting it in order to not use a spell slot. Spell slots, especially at lower levels, are precious commodities. The most basic use of the spell is protecting your party while they rest. Imagine being in the wilderness, surrounded by the unknown. Casting alarm around your camp creates a protective barrier, alerting you to any approaching danger during your precious hours of rest. This also works in a dungeon. If you can find a room with a single entrance, then you can alarm the door and always know if someone is trying to get in. But what about when you're on the move? Picture this. You're exploring a dark dungeon. You come to an intersection and you pick a way to go, but you don't want someone or something sneaking up behind you from one of the other passageways. Cast alarm in the hallway and you will be alerted when something is coming up behind. Now here's where things get interesting. With your dungeon master's approval, alarm can even be a detector of hidden or invisible creatures. The spell says when a creature touches it, you will be alerted. If you cast it in an area that you think might have an invisible creature, it should be touching the area. There is a lot of discussion online as to whether it works if the target was already in the area, but it makes sense to me. Always check with your dungeon master on how they interpret the spell mechanics in these situations. And for the really creative spellcasters out there, imagine the possibilities of alarm on objects. This one might be a bit of a stretch. But what fun would it be if we didn't explore the edge cases? The spell targets a door, window, or area. Might the lid of a chest be considered a door? Probably not. But what about a small model house? Small enough to fit in a pack, maybe. Cast it on the door of the model and give it to the scout. If he sees something, he can put his finger through the model door and activate the spell. This would alert the party that there's danger ahead and to proceed cautiously. Again, check with your dungeon master because this one is kinda sketchy. How have you used the alarm spell in your campaigns? Share your stories down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. And until the next video, remember to keep on hacking the dungeon.